We're also going to check in with our Victoria DeCardenas, who is at the live desk this morning, keeping a close eye on Melissa.
But first, let's bring in Stuart meteorologist Lauren Lesky to talk about the latest here with Melissa. It is a large, fully formed storm, and it's the biggest one we've seen on the planet this year.
Yeah, it's the strongest storm so far this season in terms of any tropical system. Typhoons, tropical cyclones, depending on the basin, the strongest one so far. It's also likely going to be amongst the strongest that have ever made landfall in the Atlantic basin.
Wow.
The two strongest landfalling hurricanes in the Atlantic, this is just the Atlantic Ocean. The Labor Day hurricane of 1935 with 185-mile-per-hour winds that made landfall in the Keys. And then Dorian made landfall with 185-mile-per-hour winds in 2019 in the Bahamas. Irma was a landfalling hurricane, not here at 180 miles an hour, but other portions of the Caribbean. So this is up there in terms of some of the strongest landfall that we've ever seen. Certainly going to be the strongest for Jamaica, too.
Yeah, so devastating effects possibly there in Jamaica.
Yeah, catastrophic, life-threatening. Those are some of the words that the National Hurricane Center has been using to describe what this will do, unfortunately, to the small island there. Let's look right now at the latest from the National Hurricane Center. So this is from the 5 o'clock advisory. Winds are at 175 miles per hour, like we mentioned. Winds right now gusting at 215, pressure at 901 millibars. That is not the lowest pressure recorded in an Atlantic storm. The lowest is 882. That was from Wilma back in 2005. So again, winds at 175, conditions deteriorating there. We'll get some live shots from Victoria in just a second. But it's also going to be making landfall across Cuba and then moving through portions of the Bahamas there as well. So certainly something that we need to monitor very closely, not just today, but over the coming days as it continues to move through the Caribbean there. Skies locally today will be dry. This is a look at 4:45 this afternoon. We're going to continue to see maybe, again, a shower late in the day in southeastern Palm Beach County, but a cold front moves in very early Thursday morning, bringing more pleasant conditions for the end of the week. I want to bring in now our Victoria DeCardenas, who is monitoring some of the video and those live cameras out in Jamaica right now. Victoria?
Yeah, thanks, Lauren. I actually got new video from Jamaica this morning. It shows those near hurricane force winds overnight, that heavy rain coming down in Kingston, Jamaica. This video was taken at 3 in the morning. It's hard to see here, but I was able to make out some of that rain coming in sideways. The windows rattled on the building. Hurricane Melissa just a couple hours away from making landfall. Those conditions, though, getting worse by the minute. All day yesterday in Kingston, in the capital city of roughly 1 million people, they spent the day preparing for landfall. You could see here these residents boarding up their homes and businesses. Some gas stations were closed. You see those pumps tied down. It's probably no match for Hurricane Melissa. Here is the Prime Minister, though, of Jamaica, who's very concerned about the infrastructure.
I've said it before, I don't believe there's any infrastructure within this region that could withstand a Category 5 storm. So there could be significant dislocation. And I urge all Jamaicans and people who are friendly well-wishers of Jamaica to continue to pray.
While police and emergency responders have mobilized in Kingston as Hurricane Melissa nears this Caribbean island, low-lying areas like Morant Bay have already begun to flood ahead of the storm making landfall. And we're still keeping an eye on this storm all morning long. This is live pictures. That camera shaking violently this morning. I'm seeing some of that wind and some of that rain make its way down the street. We'll continue to bring you these live pictures all morning. Matt?